Hello and welcome to another update. In this one I'll be covering the latest developments from the front line, and I'll try to make it a straight to the point and quick update, so bear with me. Starting out to the south of Klishchiivka, the Russian forces have here counterattacked and have managed to push the Ukrainians back slightly, capturing a few fields and undoing some of the progress the Ukrainians have done with their counterattack here in the Bakhmut area. So this will free up some of the area to the south of Klishchiivka and allow the Russians to make a two-pronged attack towards the Ukrainian forces ahead of Andreevka. So most likely they'll be able to stabilize the frontier in the south of Klishchiivka. Meanwhile, we see here in the Robotyne area, the Ukrainian forces after a while managed to actually push the Russians back again after they managed to push the Ukrainians back after they managed to reach the first line of defense here by the Verbova area. So the Ukrainians are back on the offensive in this part of the front. Then we move on to the Kherson area, where here the Ukrainians are able to successfully push the Russians back and capture some of the gray zone areas here in the Dnieper River, where they've managed to reach the other bank of the Antonovsky Bridge in the islands here in the central part of the Dnieper River. So there is the island area in between the two parts of the Kherson region, and the largest section of the Dnieper River is on the western part. So the Ukrainians have managed to cross the most important and the widest part. This means that they now only have to cross smaller areas. However, it is difficult to build up forces in the islands here in the middle, but they have managed to advance and capture parts of these areas that in total add up to these parts here to the south and to the north, and they now have both banks of the Antonovsky Bridge after the Russians actually managed to push them back earlier, but now they have managed to get a foothold here again. Then we move on to the Soledar area to the north of Bakhmut, where here the Russian forces have managed to advance in the direction of Rostolivka. So they are trying to recapture some of the lost positions from the past months and try to establish some positions here to the north of Yakovlivka. Finally, we move on to the Luhansk area, Kharkiv area, where here, according to the latest reports, the Ukrainian forces are decreasing the amount of troops they have in the area. Most of the forces they have to the east of the Uska River line are quick and mobile mechanized forces, while they have pulled out most of their infantry as well as their special forces, moving their headquarters from Kupiansk in this area and further westwards, which indicates that they are expecting the Russians to launch an offensive in this area, and they are expecting to lose the east of the Uska River line here at the north at the very least. So there may be some future operations by Russian forces here to the north as they progressively increase the pressure on the village of Kupiansk itself, as well as fighting continues in the border area between the two sides. And that is going to be all for this update. Thank you all for watching and have a great day.